I don't usually get hung up on repaints and reissues, except for when I do. And when that happens, I get a tiny bit obsessive. Hey everyone, it is Robert of Infinite Realms, and today I've got her. She's here, Eclipse. And boy, what a day that was. Of course, 3 o'clock came around, I went to buy, boom, site crashed. And I was like, well, okay, a little bit of FOMO set in, not a big deal. After a while, saw the announcements, well, we're going to give up today, maybe tomorrow. Just happened to look over and boom, everything was like opened up, and it was like the toy god said, here, come get her. So I did. Now she's here. That's all I wanted. I do want Desert Rat, but I'm going to wait on that one. I really wanted this one, and let me get down to the reasons why. Now, the major thing is, I've said over and over, what the smart thing about Action Force was that it's a military line, and it does get away with heavy reuse, because everyone's kind of uniform, similar, but not the same. I've also said, I think Vala is like hitting the end of that goodwill of the community of a small company being one to reuse that much. Now, it does look like in the upcoming waves, it's going to be giving us some new parts and some new ideas. Great. It's perfect timing. But this one is, of course, reuse. And if you look at it very closely, it is how you do reuse. It is perfectly balanced on how it's reused. This is the same character, same legs. Obviously, the torso and the arms are different, but they all look different. very different from the previous releases. Yes, there's some heavy borrowing from Pandora here, but she still looks vastly different than Pandora. That's how you do reuse. Now, of course, the war paint really changes everything about the character. She almost becomes a different character. And you wonder, I mean, is she like angry and did she don the war paint for a special mission or what's going on? And it feels like there's a story behind this that we don't know yet. But it looks so cool. And I don't know, on the reviews I was seeing, it seemed like her eyes were a different color, and I noticed on the box art too. The eyes are definitely a different color on the box art, which is weird. But looking at it, I mean, no, it's those same kind of almost yellow eyes that we first saw with Eclipse. But now, is she perfect? A lot of people are saying she is. Allow me to be the voice of dissension. We've got a few issues.
Damn it, Bobby.
We go over her accessories, of course. She's got all the hands you expect from a Valaverse figure. Fists, grippy hands, cupping hands, and of course trigger hands. She has 6 magazines. 3 of one type, 3 of another. I don't understand this because she can only hold 2, and then you got one in the gun. So I'm a little confused on that. Great thing about the gun, it's a brand new gun. I don't think we've ever seen this one before. I thought it was just the same gun that she had previously, but then I got put them side by side, and I was like, oh no, that's a totally different gun. They have a lot of similarities, but it is a totally different gun, which is cool. I like it. But there are a few things. She does come with some heavy use from Pandora in the accessory department, particularly the comma and the knife. I thought the knife was weird because I thought Bobby Val had said he was never going to use that knife for anyone else. Then when asked about it, he said, well, maybe Eclipse killed her for it. What? Okay. Didn't know Pandora was on the chopping block. It's alright. But here's my problem. Now, I already said I wanted the character pack for Pandora. In doing so, I did buy an extra Pandora because I wanted her in both outfits. Well, in the process of that, I just gave Pandora the other comma. And I kind of got used to seeing her with 2 commas because that's how she sits on my shelf. I also kind of drilled into my own head that Pandora and Eclipse are kind of adversaries. And this becomes an issue. Because if they get in a fight, you got Pandora with 2 commas, you got Eclipse with 1.
Damn it, Bobby! Where's Mommy's bourbon?
And I thought about it, and I said, well, what can I do about this to make it a little different? That's when I got out an old accessory. And I set about looking for a new set of accessories for her. Initially, I decided, let's go with these big blades that came with Bone Collector. They look alright, but actually when I started thinking about it, they are kind of redundant. I mean, she's already got a blade. So I kept thinking, kept looking through the box. Then I found it. And I think it's a great solution. Now I know, yeah, that axe does get used with Carrick, but I don't know. I just think it fits Eclipse a lot better. Maybe it's just me talking. I don't know. Kind of wish they matched because, you know, in the box Valaverse 10, they're all different. Although I thought about buying another one, buying one of the wounded ones, and maybe you can get one that matches up, and then boom, we're off to the races. That's an idea. I won't say I won't do it. But I do think she looks a lot better with axes. Kind of fits that whole tribal tattoo thing. And fits the idea of what I feel like we're going for here. Of course, a lot's been said about the tattoo. It's great, well executed. Oh, but it breaks up on the... Yeah, whatever. It's going to do that. You don't say the same thing about rock and roll. Yeah, come on, guys. And anyone who ever said Eclipse is just Lady J redone, I challenge you to find a Lady J that looks like this. All is said and done, what do I say about this figure? It is excellent. It is absolutely excellent. It's not perfect, but I do love it, and I'm glad I got it. The packaging is really great, and it's only going to be you know, I am not a keep a package guy, but I'm keeping this one, and I realize this is the third Valaverse Action Force packaging I've kept. One for Desert Rat, one for Pandora, and one for Bloody Pandora, and now one for Eclipse. And one more complaint.
Damn it, Bobby.
Reached down to get the battle stand out, and of course, the stand is taped into the box. And what I don't like about this, that really came up with Pandora, is it was really difficult to get that out without tearing up the background. And I wanted to get it out for the review. I pulled it off somehow, but, you know, this is a little more neutral background, so it's not as big a deal. But, you know, I really hope Bobby Bella finds another way to put these in. I didn't mind them free-floating in a baggie. I thought that was perfect. I don't know why that had to change. But, you know, tape it to the blister or something. I mean, something easier so that we're not damaging the packaging. That would be great. Okay. My rating for Eclipse? I'll go 5.5. The reuse is a minor but notable hit on the accessories. I think the reuse of the figure is perfectly fine and perfectly justified. But the reuse of the accessories, could have got a little more creative with that. I think it would have worked better. I think my double axe idea works. That's me. But she's a great figure. I love it. So glad to have it in my collection. And onward and forward with Action Force, because it's time for action. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.